Well, work day is over. Time to clock in for night shift. Got home from work, took the pupper dogs for a walk. Huh, yeah. That's our little girl, that's Sweetie. This is Honey. She's still with us. That's Katrina, the owner of the Charger. And yeah, going to work on the Charger tonight. So the girls are all settled in for the night, and I'm going to go over to Scott's house, and we're going to start working on my ladies' 1973 Dodge Charger. Tonight, the only goal that I have for tonight is to see that motor in that engine bay. I want that K member in that car. I want to see that engine bolted up in there tonight. That's the goal. That's it. Everything else is gravy from there. I've got our new drive shaft. The guys from Driveline 1 called, and it is already done. They knocked it out in a day. Awesome. So thank you very much, guys. I've got the drive shaft. I've got the brakes resurfaced. I've got control arms. I've got new shorty spark plugs, new set of spark plug wires, all the bushings and everything we should possibly need. We are ready to put this thing together. So today, this video, I promise, this engine, hi honey, hi honey, we'll be back in this car. All right, I gotta leave the girls, drive about 30 minutes over to Scott's house. I'll see you guys in just a second. I know. You're exhausted. I know you are.
It's Prime Week.
I know. All right. See you in a minute. Thank you.
That was perfect.
Quick little blast from here in downtown. Out to Scott's place out in the burbs. Beautiful day. These empires don't build themselves. Get out there and get to work. There's my new shaft. Big black shaft, QA1, shocks, some other bits and pieces, control arms, and our brakes are looking much better. Charger's sitting here ready to go. The only thing that I need to get done is that thing in that engine bay.
Yeah.
Anything else other than that I feel excited about, but that's all I really need. And I can feel better about myself.
If you want me to get it in there, I've got some time to work tomorrow and I can actually start getting, but I would like to have you here.
Yeah.
I was busy today anyways, but I would like to have somebody here when I set this whole thing together so I don't.
Yeah.
It's not my car, so.
I understand. This is Scott, the Octane Eagle. This is Scott's garage where we're going to do all this work. This is Scott's garage with air conditioning, which is primo. Definitely ruining me on working in non-air conditioned space. Oh, and by the way, I did mention this in the comment section, which, by the way, I do actually read comment sections and respond back to comments. This is the the nitrous plate for Katrina's 451 Mopar.
Because it needs it.
I mean, does anybody ever?
It doesn't not need it, I guess.
Right, exactly, exactly. There's said 451 Mopar. We got our 727 mated up last time I was over here. I need to take some of this pieces apart again after I just put it back together again. But tonight, it's going to be in there. There's our much nicer brand new rotors that have been resurfaced. Man bun life for all of you people.
New.
So, I need to replace my spark plugs.
Okay.
Because we discovered that these headers are designed for the straight plug stock pegs, not for angled plug Edelbrock heads.
Thanks, Edelbrock.
Yes, that's why that's a problem. So I got a whole set of shorty Excel spark plugs.
So if I leave it in my video, sorry Jags, I was not talking shit.
I did leave it in my video too.
Okay, yeah.
So it's fine. And we literally pulled, they only had one more set of these headers in stock. Everything else is back ordered. And we pulled it out and they're exactly the same as those ones are.
Well, yeah, I'm not,
so
not
that makes
surprised
sense.
on that,
Yeah. And Craig even brought it up. He's like, are they angled plugs? Are they straight plugs? I was like, oh,
I ask you and you're like, no, they're fine. I'm
yeah.
Like,
yeah, didn't think about that. So,
yeah.
But I got a new set of Excel wire, a new set of wires and a set of Excel plugs. So I'm gonna swap.
When I worked at Tech Line, we got that all the time. People go buy like Yates heads for a small block Ford. They're like NASCAR heads. And they'd be like, you got any headers that fit? No, dude, those are like
those are build your own headers.
Yeah. We're not gonna make a header that fits your, Torino Like, no, like, well,
No.
the headers are gonna cost me $25. Yeah, but you spent $3,000 on a set of heads.
Yeah. No, we don't make anything for this.
No.
We'll sell you a flange, and then you make your own header.
Yeah.
So he's got this nifty little move around guy here, which makes life real easy. You just hit the little switchy thing, and the engine goes up in the air.
Even has a horn.
When we did this last time, I did that for a really good picture, and then I poured all my transmission fluid on the ground, so we'll have to be a little bit more careful about that. But unfortunately, in order to be able to do this, I do have to take the headers loose to be able to pull out this spark plug right here, which you can see is very hard to get to, right here. Right there. There's a tube in the way. And then this one also, same kind of situation. So I need to pull the bolts loose, pull the header over this way, and swap out those brand new spark plugs for another set of brand new spark plugs, which is fine. We're gonna get this in the car tonight. It's gonna happen.
Did you buy wires?
Yes.
Okay.
I have wires.
Let's do those in the car, so I don't,
Sure.
if I'm gonna cut to fit them, I don't cut to fit them in a way that's really easy hanging from a chain, but
Yeah.
sucks in the car.
Yep. I'm fine with that. All right, let's get to work. Stop talking, Austin. All right, out with these, in with these. You what? You found an eagle for sale for $500?
Yeah.
I don't need to hear that. No, I don't need to hear that. Yeah, if it's an eagle, it'd be four-wheel drive. I mean, this is how it happens. I don't look for anything. I don't ever buy any. I don't literally ever look on Facebook Marketplace. I don't ever try to find cars. I have friends that find me things. And then they send them and they say, hey, Austin, you should buy this. And I am somebody who has no self-control. So I end up buying things. Well, step one, fail. This is my Excel RC12YC. This is the Excel 416S. I mean, it's a little shorter, but I was thinking it's gonna be something like a that long kind of guy, and like half that much porcelain. I don't think that's gonna get me the distance I need. Maybe. May have to go for plan C. I know there are some NGK plugs that are out there that are really stubby little guys. And see if maybe that'll do what I need it to do. I don't know if they make one for this big block Mopar. I really would love to have spark plugs in this thing before we put it in the car, because it's gonna be a pain in the neck to deal with this while humping that fender that's gigantic.
To be fair, that side is missing the inner fender, so
Yeah, that's true.
less difficult.
That's true. It does have the missing inner fender, so it'd be less annoying. And it's, of course, late at night,
Or
so
we start cutting up your new headers.
yeah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, I could bang on them, but then I'm gonna knock the ceramic coating off of them.
Yeah, that's guaranteed.
Why do we do this stuff, Scott? Why do we think hot rodding is fun?
I don't know. Crap probably would have been cheaper.
Yeah. Well, I've got one of the plugs in, the one that's the biggest problem plug. And there we are in the rear. Does this boot clear? Scott back there making lots of noise. Technically, yes. Is that going to be enough? Now I do have this kind of like the DEI spark plug protector wrap that I could put over that boot. You still can't get a socket on this thing. You still have to pull the header loose, but it does at least give me some distance there. All right, well, I'll use them. I just really want to get this thing assembled so I can get this thing back in the car. I have to do this. Maybe we'll swap out plugs again at some point in time, but at least this will let me get this part done and we can move forward. So give me a few minutes, which to you will be just a couple of moments, and I'll be back and get the other 7 of these done.
Arts and crafts.
Things I didn't think were gonna cause me pain. This motor, when we built this, was not intending to run aluminum heads. This was intending to run cast iron heads. And for a variety of reasons, we ended up having to run aluminum heads. And I didn't realize how much of a pain in the neck that small switch caused me until now. Because even if we did swap out to an even short, because I think NGK makes a shorty plug. Even if we did swap out to the NGK plug, I think we're still going to have a problem as far as where the tubes are. So we're going to beat these tubes. So Scott's going to mark it. We'll heat it, bang it, clearance it. It is what it is.
Yay, ceramic coated.
And then hope the ceramic coating survives the abuse.
This was not intentional, so I wouldn't have made this advice to Austin. But previously when I worked at the tech line, the advice I always give, and it's a good piece of advice. If there's any chance that you're doing a header on something that is not a Camaro or a Mustang or something that just, they make a million of them, don't buy ceramic coated headers because you always have to massage them, and as soon as you hit them, it's going to mess up the ceramic, and then the ceramic coating will fail over time.
Yeah.
So.
And painted headers, if you just bang the crap out of them, you just
buy some barbecue paint and do it again, because that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, poop. Headers coming back off. Well, at least this side is. I'll go ahead and put the spark plugs on the other side, but I don't think we have any fitment issues on this side. But I'll go ahead and put these plugs in over here. See, this side fits perfect. I mean, like, whoop, beautiful, perfect. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's just that side. And I guess when we were looking at these, this does fit a wide range of Mopars. So I think they probably did the tubing to be able to clearance, all the things that go right here. But I'm super curious. Mopar guys, please tell me, why did they not take this cylinder 1 up and over like this one on this side for this side? Why did they take it down through here and not take it up and over and then bring this one down the way that one does? Because if they did, we wouldn't have any problems. What in the world is over here on some Mopars that you're... Why not?
Turns out if you heat the marker, it goes away.
This is gonna hurt my soul. Well, didn't do too terribly much damage there. Oh, can we get there? We could almost get there. Yep. How about them apples?
I mean, is it ideal? No. But it will work.
Now that's the question. Can you get one on that one?
No.
No. But we at least hopefully gave it enough massaging there to be able to clear a boot. I think so.
The boot?
I think so. I think we'll be all right. You can clear a boot here. Technically, we could probably whack that again. Knock that piece down there. But
I think it's probably got enough. I was trying to not destroy them any more than I had to.
Well, and then we'll put our spark plug shields on those wires
and
too.
You won't see it, yeah.
So, all right, whatever. It's done. They're in. Yeehaw. Okay, next step. This is done. Already got this side in.
If the cylinder head was not recessed as much as it was, you'd be able to just use a wrench. But.
Yeah. All right, good enough for government work. Now we got to figure out how to get this on that. That's step 2. All right, Klondike bar brake. What would you do for a Klondike bar? That has to go on that. And we're gonna make that happen. You're gonna see that in just a moment. Well, process is moving forward. Gotta get our firm feel K-member bushings on here. And then we've got to figure out our alignment with the car, and then literally just lower car.
Jack stands proved to be a little too unsteady.
Yes.
So, industrial Harbor Freight furniture dolly to the wind.
Listen, if it works.
Well, to be fair, if you were doing this multiple times, you would build a cart. You know, most guys have a cart for this. I don't do these like this. Well, this is the first one I've ever done in a Mopar. And I don't have room for a cart to build a cart and then live with it from now on. And I'm too cheap to build one and then throw it away, so.
Yeah, that makes no economic sense at all.
So we're gonna make it work.
We're making it work. It's all good. There's the right way, the wrong way, and the way we're gonna get this done. This is gonna get done. So we'll just lower the car down onto this. Make sure we get our alignment correct as far as where our bolts go through. You guys see there? Oh, hard to film there, but right there. Get our bolts lined up. Run our bolts up in it.
Right
which are up here.
Bolt in, we'll cut the zip tie out of it.
Yep. Bing, bang, boom, Bob's your uncle. We're getting close. God, this feels so good. Seeing that motor in this car. It's been so long. Oh God, it's been so long. For those of you who are coming to this channel now and didn't follow me over on the Lucor channel and don't know much of this Momma's Mopar 1973 Dodge Charger project, this is Katrina's car. She paid for it. She's done a bunch of the work on it. She's enjoyed the car for a couple of years. And then the motor that was in it was just kind of crap. So we decided that she needed a new motor. It was more of a Billy Badass, enjoyable motor than a tired out old 400. So we ended up starting this process to build this 451. And once it was done and ready to go, I went ahead and jumped the shark and pulled her old motor out of her car and disabled this car. And that was a number of years ago. So this car has been sitting in the backyard.
That's bad.
Yeah. For a number of years because I decided to pull the motor out of it before I was ready to swap the motors out. So this is a long time coming, getting this done, and I apologize to Katrina. She loves me still very much, even though I have taken away her ability to enjoy her muscle car. But we're gonna get that figured out. We're gonna get that fixed, and we're getting damn close. Ish. All right, ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go, coming down.
There's 2 of these for you.
Coming down. Stay clear, stop cutting, coming down. Your lift is a little slow.
Yeah, but I don't use it 40 hours a week, so it's fine.
This is how you rack up your billable right here.
I'm not doing production, so it's fine. Here. Anti-seize is over there, I think, on the toolbox. I'm gonna need it too before, but.
Oh, time to turn into silver guy?
Yeah, I already opened some, so let's move this forward.
I wonder if this is going to drop low enough.
Might have to take tires off. I'm surprised the guy who thought of bypass the We gotta go back farther, but let's get closer.
We're closer. All right, ready to come down?
Yeah.
Coming down. Keep going.
Yeah.
It is close. Do you have any room over that way?
No.
Okay.
Stop. Okay, a little more. Stop.
We are getting driver's side done. At least started threading.
Wait a minute, did I put that on backwards?
And then we'll get this guy on this
I put that
side.
on backwards. Stop.
We are getting close, folks. We are getting close. Let's scuff just the outside of that coating on that header.
I didn't put it on backwards, that's right.
Oh man. That's exciting. Never give up. Never surrender. We'll fight them in the air. We'll fight them on the beaches. We will work until we shouldn't be working anymore. Bump it. Bump it. Bump it.
Pump you up.
Bump it.
Stop.
Bump it.
Can you go over there on your side?
Dirty hands.
This is one of my. Pump it.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Stop hitting the car.
Stop.
We set out to do a thing today, and I think we're gonna actually have done it.
I think we did it. Just 4 bolts screwed in.
Yep. Spent all night. Got 4 bolts in.
So to be fair, we had to take multiple ones on and off again.
Yeah. Man, there's so much room in the engine bay of this car.
Goddamn thing is.
So much room.
Let's wash this over.
Well, moment of truth. Hit the button on the lift and see if the engine and the car both go up in the air.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah, it sagged.
Yeah.
Try not to jump it too much like that.
Yep. Seemed like we're okay.
Yeah, it's hanging.
Going up. Out freaking standing, man. Engine in car. We had a goal, we accomplished a goal. Yay. Go team. Sometimes we get wins. All right, well,
That is
look at us.
less than ideal.
Oh, it's not that bad. My NASCAR hangs out way more than that. It's like down here. Scrub line on that is horrible. Yeah, so we did a thing. There you go, guys. Engine is in the car, officially.
Yeah.
It only took a lot to do this. It looks a lot better. I'm glad we spent all the time, and by we, I mean mostly you, spent all the time to make this look all nice.
Yeah.
These are brand new firm feel K-member bushings. Our old ones were shot as hell. We do have 2 bolts in to be able to hold the transmission in for the moment. These bolts are old and rotted, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some new grade 8s for those. Otherwise, she's in the hole and we are moving forward. At this point, Scott's probably gonna be able to do a bunch of work, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
While I am at work, he can crank on this thing. And and then we'll go from there.
Get that exclusive video.
Yeah. Suspension, drive shaft, we pulled that out of the car. That's over there. Yeah, there's a lot left to do, but we made some progress. And it is 11:15 at night. So it is time to call it quits. As I said before, this is something we are going to be doing in collaboration. So Scott has his own YouTube channel, which is the Octane Eagle. Cool little graphic over here. Right there, the Octane Eagle. You can find him over there on the YouTubes and find some of his projects that he's going with. He's new to the YouTube world, sort of. He has his own new YouTube channel. But he's going to be able to do a bunch of this stuff that when I'm not here, he can work on. And you will see the auxiliary videos over on his channel. So go over there, jump onto his channel, say I said hi, and give his stuff a watch. And say thank you, because without him, I would not be getting all this stuff done. And without you guys, I wouldn't be able to afford or semi-afford some of this stuff. Because you guys watching this is what helps me pay the bills to be able to do this kind of stuff, and what has paid the bills for a lot of this stuff. So.
Yeah, good news is the list of parts you need to go get tomorrow is much shorter than last time.
Yeah, except for I've got to order some very expensive stuff still.
Yeah.
But
the list is shorter. I didn't
the
say
list
it was
is
cheaper.
shorter. Yes, yes, the list is very much shorter. Probably. I do have a lot of expensive stuff I still have to buy, but
That drum's about to fall.
we are damn close. Anyways, guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, watching this. Thanks for cheering us on, getting Katrina's Charger back up and running. I'm very excited about this. She's extremely excited about it. We will keep working on this thing as quickly as possible. Our stretch goal was to get it ready for Good Guys, which is in 3 days.
We might hear it run by then.
Maybe hear it run by then.
Yeah.
Probably not drive by then, but maybe hear it run by then. We'll see. But definitely have this thing ready for Mopar Nationals. And if we're lucky, we can have enough time to be able to sort out all the other bugs and stuff, so we should maybe even take it down the track at Mopar Nationals. That would be awesome. We'll see. We'll see.
Maybe we'll just settle for drive it there and drive it home.
Not come back on a trailer.
Yeah.
Set the goals low.
Yeah.
That way you never disappoint yourself.
What is the saying? Under promise, over deliver?
Yes, absolutely. All right, guys, thanks for being here. I got to go home, get a shower, and get up and go to work tomorrow. So thanks for being here. I truly do appreciate it. I appreciate all the viewership so far in this and all the interest. And like I said, follow over on Scott's channel so you guys can catch up on the other stuff that I'm not going to be able to do while he is here and I am at work. So we'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.